Hey everyone, welcome back to the Woodland Reboot. Peter here at the Reboot if you're new to the channel. Okay everyone, I'm in the Tesla today and it's going to be a bit of a different day. We're going to go on a nice ride in the Tesla, looking and seeing and learning how the Tesla operates. And in fact, what we're going to do, we're going to leave Ottawa up here and head down to Lake Placid in New York State, crossing the border at Ogdensburg, and on the Canadian side, I can't remember exactly, I think it's Prescott. Journey is about 3 hours, 241 total kilometers. We should be able to get there easily with one charge. It's going to be a beautiful day, so the drive down to Lake Placid should be very enjoyable, especially on the New York side. So what are the other things that we can see here? I've charged the battery to 95%, well above what I need to get there, and then we'll charge when we get there. We'll see how long and what type of charging is required when I get there. I'll show everybody what it is like to use a Tesla Supercharger. And the other thing that's interesting here is that I'm crossing an international border. I have my Tesla account set up. I've got my credit card attached. We're crossing the international border. I'm assuming, hoping, and expecting that everything's going to go okay in terms of charging my car when I get there in a foreign country with my Tesla. So, let's get underway. Let's enjoy the ride. Getting close to the American border. I don't know if you can see it down there, about 4.5 kilometers. Unfortunately, there was another. That's the bridge over the St. Lawrence River into the U.S. We're winding through the roads here on the Canadian side of the border crossing. As we leave Canada, there's no paperwork to complete. Beautiful day out here today. A little bumpy. We have a little lineup, nothing major. We should be through here in 10 minutes or so. Let's have a look at the state of the battery. Probably done about 90 kilometers up to now. So you go into the computer here, you scroll up, and it's saying that when we get to Lake Placid, we'll have about 23% charge left. That's great. And of course, live in Ottawa, Canada.
What's going on today?
Heading down to Lake Placid for probably be there a total of 2 hours before I head back. We are in New York State and we are going to go east on Highway 37. We're about an hour into a 3-hour trip. Got another 152 kilometers to get to Lake Placid. Again, I don't know if you can see that there. I hope you can. I'm going to back it off again here, and it's saying that, again, another 2 hours to get there. Scroll through. It says we're going to get there now with 24% battery remaining. Is it now that we're in the US? Let me see if I can remember where I go. Let me see if I go to display and I scroll up. Yeah, so now that we're in the US, I want to change from metric to the US system. So I've just turned over to miles per hour and miles, just so I'll be able to more easily use the road signs and everything else down here. And what I actually have going on right now in terms of my battery usage, I am running the air conditioning. I've got it on 67 degrees. It's working quite well. A low fan level, not using a lot of energy there, but that is something that will also drain the battery using that system. It's that time of the year, road construction season. This really is a good opportunity to show you how quiet this car is. I'm going 50 miles an hour on a very smooth country road. Listen. That's what it's like driving a Tesla. Just hit the brake because I have to turn right up ahead towards Potsdam. A lot of facilities like this, a lot of grain storage. And then check out this, what the farmers got in the other field. Massive solar farm array. Look at that. Who only knows what megawatts are being produced out of that field. One thing that's extremely noticeable as you drive around upstate New York, it's very quiet. There's not a lot of traffic. Madrid, New York. This is a town called Gabriel's. I'm about, what does the map say? I'm about 16 miles from Lake Placid right now. Definitely in the Adirondacks. And I'm wondering if one of those mountains could be the backside of Whiteface, although I am seeing some peaks off to the right there. That could also be Whiteface. Anyway, Saranac Lake, 6 miles straight ahead. This is Saranac Lake. I don't know if you saw the price per gallon back there. They're paying $4.79 per gallon here. I don't know if the camera does this justice, but we're definitely in a climb as we do the last half mile up into Lake Placid. It's telling me to hang a right into this parking lot here. You can see the big mountain up ahead. I wonder if that is Whiteface itself. And it's telling me to turn right, and there they are. I see them. You don't see them yet. As I make this right turn here. There we go. Look at that, is a supercharging station. So I'm not going to charge right now. I have got 26% left on my battery. I'm just going to take a break here for a second. We're in a Price Chopper kind of lodge parking lot here. And I'm just gonna review where we are here. As you can see, we've arrived in Lake Placid, New York with 26% battery remaining. And that is telling me we've got about 64 miles left before I'd be out of any kind of battery charge. Can you see it there? 64 miles. What I think I'm gonna do, instead of charging right now, I'm going to drive around and look at some of these sites around here. Then I'm gonna park, charge, and see what I can do in terms of maybe finding a bite to eat and walking around a little bit here. That's pretty cool. But here is indeed the big ski jumping facility. Never been to one of these. This is impressive. Well, that sure would be something to see a ski jumping competition live. They come off the big hill here, and I guess they land near the end of that last white line or lower. Impressive. That's pretty cool. The Lake Placid Olympic Training Center for Team USA. You can see it through the door there. I've been to the ski jump facility. I've also been to the Olympic Training Center. Now I'm just driving around in Lake Placid. I'll drive around for maybe 5 or 10 minutes, then head up to the supercharging station, and then walk around a bit there. We have a detour. Road closed. really are taking the off season as a significant opportunity to do some public works projects. I think what I can see happening very simply is maybe my wife and I would come back here for a weekend sometime in the summer. They're going to have this works projects hopefully completed in a month or two. Anyways, you come down here with a couple bikes, spend your time riding bikes and hiking on the trails, eating some good food. Be fantastic. Anyways, if you're coming down the next 1 to 2 months, you can see that there are some major construction projects going on in the middle of Lake Placid. Okay, we're here at the charging station, the Supercharging station in Lake Placid, New York. Let's have a look and see if everything's gonna work in terms of, there's the charge station, pull that out, stick it in. The symbol has just turned green. I don't know if you guys can see that. We are charging. So, in terms of my credit card on file from Ottawa, Ontario, Canada, it works no problem seamlessly with the supercharging station down here in New York, Lake Placid, New York. And so my car is charging. Everything looks fantastic. Let's head back. 40 minutes remaining, so this is going to be a big charge, everyone. Now the other great thing is that I'm running out of GoPro battery, so hopefully this works. I open up my iPhone and go to my Tesla app. It will also tell me on my phone, once it updates, last seen 5 hours ago, so it hasn't looked at my, I haven't opened up the app since I left Ottawa. It's literally telling me right there, see? The same on my computer screen here in the car, as well as on the app in my phone, telling me that there's 40 minutes remaining. So, it's now 1:30, roughly 1:30. There's a Kenny's Drug over there. There's a Price Choppers over there. So there's several options. And I'm not sure what's in that other building over there. I think that's a small mall. So there are a few things to do, and I can walk down the road that way back to the town where I just came from, center of town. So all in all, this looks pretty good. Car has performed extremely well coming down here. Very efficient. But here's something, I don't know if you can see it here on the windshield. I've been driving for close to 3.5, 4 hours. The windshield is covered with bugs. I'm here at one of these charging stations. There's no way to clean the windshield. I don't know, is it feasible that they could include some kind of squeegee bucket station here? Probably a silly idea. It probably gets stolen, ripped off all the time. But anyways, this is one of the things that you're doing. You're bringing your own little set of tools to clean your windshield after you've been driving the car around, because you don't go to gas stations. All right, that's pretty good. That's pretty clean, streak-free, and ready to go for another drive back to Ottawa. All right, let's check out and see what's going on inside with the battery charge. So you can see there I'm at 86% charge right now. I think that's more than enough to get home to Ottawa safely. So what I'm gonna do is close that. Let's pull up the map navigation function, put home in. And so what's it telling me? Telling me nothing right now. So it's telling me that I can get back home with 31% charge left. I think when I left this morning, it told me I was going to get back with 31% as well. I ended up getting down here with 26% left. So I have more than enough charge left. It's going to take me again about 3 hours to get home. And right now I'm at 87%. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up the battery again. And I'm going to say stop charging. And you can see that I've done a total of $16.59. So let's just call it $16.60, and that's what it's going to cost me to get home. Here we are back at the toll booth just ahead of the border crossing. Hi there.
Hello, how are you?
Very good, and you?
Good.
Can I have a receipt, please?
Yep. You have a good evening.
Thank you, you too. I think I can just roll through here. Yep. Off to the bridge. And there we are, coming down onto the Canadian side of the bridge, and there is Canadian Customs. No lineup. Always nice to see it when it's like that.
Hello, where do you live, please?
Ottawa, Canada.
How long have you been away?
About 6 hours, I guess. Maybe
Any
not even.
purchases today?
No. Let's get that door. Been a good trip. Hi everyone, it is a few days later. I'm back here at the Woodland Reboot. I've got the 9N out. I fixed the mowing deck, so I've been out in the back acres finishing up the mowing that I started over a week ago, or continuing with the mowing. And I've got this great shirt that I picked up at Lake Placid. And I just want to close out the video by talking a little bit more about the Tesla and how that ride went. The purpose for heading down to Lake Placid was simple. As I mentioned earlier in the video, it was to take the Tesla on a drive across the border into the US and see how far I could get. Left the door open. The idea is to find out what type of charge I arrive with and where can I get to next. Why? Later in the summer, I'll be down to the US with my son for various events. My son plays a sport at a rather high level, and summertime's a busy time. And so with the Tesla, the idea is, okay, can I get to Syracuse on one charge? Can I get to Lake Placid on a charge? And then where can I get from those locations? Yes, the computer and the mapping system in the car tells you where you can get to with the amount of charge that you have left. But it's not 100% precise. There's no problem with the programs and the mapping system. It's the real world versus the laboratory. Hills, air conditioning use, etc. And then you get a different amount of range left when you get to your arrival point. I had 25% battery left when I arrived in Lake Placid. I had 25% battery left when I arrived back home in Ottawa, which is about another 100 kilometers or max 100 kilometers that I have available. So to be precise, my son and I need to get down to events in Connecticut and Massachusetts. And so I'm trying to figure out whether it's going to be a one-stop or a two-stop trip. And the Massachusetts location in Western Mass might be a one-stop. I might have to stop for some additional juice at a Supercharger somewhere along the way to get to that Connecticut stop later in the summer. Also important was just increasing the confidence level. You know, using that credit card that's attached to the mobile app, my Canadian credit card, and seeing that it worked seamlessly at a Supercharger on the US side of the border. The car worked flawlessly as advertised. The trip was fantastic in terms of the weather, the scenery, upstate New York, Lake Placid, great t-shirt, all that stuff. It cost me $16, I think $16.40 to fill up the battery. The car performed well, the weather was fantastic, the scenery was incredible. I picked up this great shirt. It is going to be easy taking the Tesla on a road trip, middle of summer, down into the US, 1 or 2 stops to juice up along the way. No problem at all. I look forward to it. Okay, everybody, I have got to get the Ford 9N put away, get it back into the red barn. Pickup truck is outside for the summer. Please like, subscribe, and share. Come back for the next one.